Let's move on to Bitcoin, shall we? That's a virtual currency.
We're going to talk about the cyber threat now. And who's ever heard of the Bitcoin?
It's even been called the future of money, the Bitcoin.
For more on this cryptic and still somewhat confusing currency that is Bitcoin.
People are fascinated by anything that makes new highs every day for weeks on end, which Bitcoin has done.
Is it a market? Is it a bank? Is it an exchange?
We're asking whether or not this currency really has any longevity, let alone legitimacy.
You'd have to be an idiot not to know how much risk you're bearing if you purchase Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, explained simply. And by simply, I mean simply enough for a 5-year-old to understand. Bitcoin is a digital currency, which means it's like money, but just the type that you can't touch. It's intangible. But before we go any further into this, let's divert for a moment to banks. Most of us watching this probably use a bank or have been into a bank some point in our life. Now, majority of people think that the sole purpose of a bank is to store money, keep our money for safe purposes, which can be one use of a bank. But the main purpose of banks is to match lenders and borrowers. So we who deposit our money into the banks, we are the lenders, and the bank finds other persons to lend our money to, whether we know it or not. And for this reason, a bank can be referred to as a financial intermediary, or even simpler, a middleman. But is there an easier way of transferring value, especially across borders, without the excess fees that a bank requires? Let's take it to the park. Now imagine, we're sitting on a park bench. It's a great day. I have one apple with me. I give it to you. You now have one apple and I have 0. That was simple, right? Let's take a closer look at what happened. My apple was physically put into your hand. You know it happened. I was there. You were there. We didn't need a third person to help us to make the transfer. We didn't need to pull in Uncle Tommy, who's a famous lawyer, to sit with us on the bench to confirm that the apple went from me to you. The apple is yours. I can't give another apple because I don't have any left. I can't control it anymore. The apple left my possession completely. You have full control over that apple now. You can give it to your friend if you want. Then that friend can give it to his friend, and so on. That's kind of how a Bitcoin transaction looks. Straight from one person to another. But why exchange Bitcoin? We do exchanges like this because it's a currency. Just like the US dollar, just like Jamaican dollars, Canadian dollars, pounds, the Japanese yen. It's a currency. Something that you can give in exchange for, say, food, for example. But what exactly is a currency? A currency is a transfer of value. And currencies usually have 5 different properties. These are scarcity, fungibility, divisibility, durability, and transferability. Scarcity means that there is a finite amount of this substance. There's a known amount of this substance. There'll only ever be 21 million bitcoins. Fungibility, this simply means that all symbols are interchangeable. In essence, they all look the same. Divisible, it can be broken down into smaller pieces, just like you have $100 bills, $20 bills, $10 bills. durable. We all know what durable means. It lasts long. And transferable, the symbols can be easily transferred between owners. This marks the end. I hope this video was not only entertaining but informative. Do enjoy the rest of your day.